take place. Back to the mall in the old school days, kicking it back with stories exchange. This is before everything changed. Oh, the 2 for 5 at Mickey D's, Sears catalogs and memories. Eclectic is taking you back. Just turn the page. Took me for everything changed.
What's up, everybody? Before everything changed, look. When I was a kid, when I was in the 70s and 80s, I thought by now, because watching the Jetsons, we'd have flying cars and robot maids, and I never wanted to live in the sky though. That seemed dangerous because they had to move in walkways, but it seemed like if you just went to the left or right, it was a wrap. But the thing was, the Jetsons were the future. That was 2062, I think it was. So they still have some decades on where we are now. But here's the thing: the Jetsons nailed a whole bunch of shit for the future, and watching it in the 70s or the 80s, like damn. But then how they miss out on the biggest shit? Like, here's my point. Video calls. They had the video phone. They made the video calls look incredible. I remember looking like there's no way you would ever be able to do. How are you gonna be able to see who you're talking to and talk to them like that in real time? Thought it was impossible. Of course, now we have FaceTime, but we also have the on the Jetsons. Nobody ever was frozen or was on mute and didn't know that they were on mute. Saying, hey, can you hear me? Everything just worked perfectly. So you got to give them that. They had the watches. They had the Inspector Gadget had the watch too, but they had the watches that could talk. You could talk to the person and see the person. But now when we actually get them, they're mostly for telling me I haven't stood up yet. don't really use a smartwatch the way that they would use the smartwatch. Now they had the robot Rosie cleaning and had a little sassy attitude. Instead, we got a fucking hockey puck that gets trapped under the couch that doesn't clean well. But I'm sure eventually we will get to the incredible robot assistant. We got the voice assistant. We got AI. But see, on the Jetsons, they had computers you talk to. You talk to Uniblab. Gotta love Uniblab. You talk to Uniblab. Uniblab talk back, and you have a time. But now you have like Siri and Alexa, and it'll somehow hear you whisper pizza from another room. But when you stand there right next to it, man, won't even turn on. It's so. I mean, what are we up to now? The flying cars. We haven't gotten the flying cars, but I don't think they did much steering. I didn't see a lot of steering. So we got self-driving ish. If you got a Tesla, shouts to you because they're the best shits ever. But not fully autonomous and definitely not in the air. It's interesting. The thing is, I'm saying all of this stuff to say, when you watch those futuristic shows, and this one specifically, the Jetsons, but they got so many things that seemed impossible, and then they ended up possible. And I guess what the reason for this episode is I realized they missed the biggest shit. Like, they had the flying cars and the flat screen TVs, and you could talk to people on the phone, and you had the smart watch. They didn't have the internet. It's no Google. How, how did they not have that? How did they not think of, you know, sure, you'll fly a car, sure you'll talk to somebody in space on a screen, but being able to fucking research something just by typing it in, no, that's impossible. I mean, of course they gotta have some kind of network in order for all of those things that they did have work, but it was never really mentioned outright. Or and the smartphone. Yeah, they had the watch and they had the thing, but you got to remember they were always in the house talking to the screen or at work talking to the screen. No smartphone, no handheld flying cars yet. But you never imagine everybody walking around staring at a rectangle. And that's what the future ended up being. So instead of looking up at the sky, living at the sky, everybody's walking around looking down. Giant computers, and but now you have a computer in your pocket. It's crazy. Like the Jetsons thought we'd have robot maids. Instead, we got YouTube. We'll watch a guy in Nebraska explain how to fix a dishwasher. That's as close as we've come. You know? Now, like I said, I don't in the cars. I don't remember them steering. I think I remember someone having a map, but no GPS. Like the GPS, but they're flying in the air on highways, and but in our defense or in their defense, the phone will say, "Hey, in 400 feet, make a legal U-turn," and then it starts recalculating. So technology is a piece of shit, but but at this point, you can't live without it. It's just not what the Jetsons had, and I want what the Jetsons had. I mean, they had the giant TVs, but they didn't imagine spending 45 minutes deciding that there was nothing to watch. I think back then they still only had like 3 or 4 channels. We got all the channels and it ain't shit on. And on top of that, it's stuff that we still don't have. I mean, besides the flying cars, technically, I think they got prototypes, but I don't think you can really fucking do it. Um, the we don't have the robot made. I mean, AI can write essays and make music and create pictures that all look the same. But but we don't have the robot that can come and fold a fitted sheet. That's what I need. You look great. You did a couple of paragraphs. Fold this fitted sheet so I can not ball it up and put it in the closet. That'd be great. You know what they had? They had those. Remember they had the episodes where they had the machines. They'd press a button and then it was just food. Nobody cooked. Nobody cooked on the Jetsons. They pressed the button and then a door would come up and then here comes food. That I mean, instead I guess the closest thing we got is DoorDash, which somehow arrives cold from 3 miles away. But I mean, it's not quite the same. Oh, and George Jetson, all of them did because they Elroy had to get ready for school. They had the automatic dressing machine. You just get on a little conveyor belt and it'll put your put all your clothes on and brush your teeth for you. We can't even get our socks to stay together in the dryer. I would love some of those. The automatic haircut. They had the haircut machine, you know, but people, it just would have been nice, to have what they have, you know. They got Sky Cities, no HOA fees. They predicted talking watches, but not that we'd spend $1,200 replacing them every 2 years because Apple said, "No, we got a new chip." We got the video phones, but they didn't envision people holding up iPads at concerts, recording shit and taking pictures. So, but that's the thing. I just couldn't believe the reason for this show is I couldn't believe that they had almost no portable technology. Everything was built into the house, the office, or the car. Nobody carried anything. No, nothing in the pockets. But the wild thing was, if you remember the beginning, the intro of the Jetsons, when he was dropping everybody off, and Jane uh, asked for some money, had the money, she took his wallet and bounced out. Fuck they doing with paper money? So they don't. They got a flying car, moving sidewalks, video phones, but no Apple Pay. They had no crypto, no digital, no digital. They still had paper money. I mean, we still have paper money, but shit. I mean, it's almost gone. They got rid of the penny. Um, but yeah, they had no digital, no digital currency. That was something. That was something. You know. Oh, I still think they got one thing wrong. Well, they got a lot of things, but they thought technology would give us more free time. Because look at it, George still went into fucking work. Was that Spacely Sprockets? These people that's never been into an office. People work from home because they have the screens and Teams and well, Skype is gone, but they have all of the stuff. So we didn't get more time. Now it gave the bosses a way to reach you after work. Like fucking like the machines would do all the work. Shouts to Uniblab, but instead you spend like your Saturday updating your software. Yeah, yeah. You want to go somewhere? I gotta update. I gotta update my refrigerator, so I can sort of keep the butter code. I don't know. Um, but I just wanted to make the episode because I was thinking of all the dope shit that they had in Jetsons, but like no internet, no smartphone, no digital, no money. It's crazy how they predicted the future, and then the future came, and it's shit that we don't have, but we still and the hoverboard. I mean, yeah, and but whatever. Hey, I appreciate you guys listening, and in the meantime, in between time, till
This
the
is
next time.
before everything changed.
Just turn the page to before everything changed. This is before everything changed. Eclectic. Before everything changed. Before EC. This is before everything changed. Podcast. Nobody more EC. It's them more eyes. For song I never free my love and now. See the goddess taste before he see. This is before everything changed. Podcast.
This is before everything changed.